What's up, everybody? Again, this is David, aka Preacher Man from Fraser Chronicles. And I just want you guys first off to know, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any content. And here today, I'm just going to be talking about money. All right, when I'm talking about money, how much do you spend on holiday shopping? All right, because a lot of people right now during this pandemic, they're out shopping. And some are just like, hey, I'm not going to shop because I don't understand and I don't know how much I'm going to spend. So I want to give some tips. Hope that you share this video and like this video as well. Send your comments or whatnot so I can answer them. So the big thing right now is we're in a pandemic. People are trying to figure out how much do I spend on a gift? How much do I spend on someone in general? So if you are at a point right now where you're not financially stable, all right, or let's just say you have some unpaid bill expenses, what I would do in that, if I was in that situation, is I would tell people that I will get gifts later on, okay? And the reason I say that is because you don't want to overspend the money you don't have, okay? So what I mean by that is if I have, let's just take a budget of right now, I think unemployment is $300 a week. Let's just say $300. We'll stick with that. So if I do $300 a week, and let's say this week I get 300, the following week before I had 300, let's just say I paid a light bill or a utility bill or maybe my car note or whatever, and now I only have 150. All right, we know Christmas is coming next week. You probably just spent some money last week. So Christmas is going to be here Friday, okay? So what I would do as far as budgeting is I would make sure that I don't go out here and I'm trying to buy lavish gifts, okay, for people. All right, maybe you could tell someone, hey, I'm just trying to, I'm gonna do Christmas later on, or I might get you a gift later on, and people will be more understandable. If they're not understandable, then that's okay, all right, because it's not always about giving a gift anyway, all right. And it's fun to get gifts, but it's not always about giving a gift. So what I always do and what I always say is, when we go and you're doing your budget, and you might have money, how much should you spend? All right, and people are out here not even putting a budget together. They're out here just spending, because that's just the nature of the beast of shopping. Okay, and that's what you're taught: spend, make people happy. So what happened is in the budget form that I'm going to give a lot of people out there is my time. How I normally do my budgets for Christmas is I set a $500 limit. All right. And the reason I say $500 is because out of $500, you should be able to get enough people gifts and still have some of your $500 left. All right. Many people don't want to talk about budgets, don't want to hear about budgets, and don't kind of want to fall into that range, because a lot of times what we do is we just going to go ahead and spend. We want to buy the best gift. All right. And if you don't have it like that, or if you do have it like that, I still say put a budget in place. Like when I go shopping for my staff, or I'm going shopping for my family or whoever, what I do is I always go out with a budget. I say, okay, this is how much I have. This is how much is in the account. This is how much I'm going to take out. And once I take that cash, and that's the biggest thing. So if your friends are on live or they're not on or whatnot, share this video. Tell them, hey, get on this video. This guy's giving out great information. So again, what I normally do is I will take cash. I think cash is the biggest thing right now. And I say that because you can't overspend, okay? And people are right now, they're like, well, hey, it's a change shortage. Want this exact change? Okay, bam, if I got to walk around with a couple quarters, a couple dimes and nickels and pennies to give you exact change, then that's what I would do. Because one, it does not allow you to overspend. Okay, so if I budget $500, and let's just say I take $250. So out of 500, I take half of it. So it'll be $250. What I do is I take that $250, I go into a store. And let's say I'm just shopping for 6 people, and I can get, the items at one store. I can go ahead, take $250, and I know I'm gonna have 250. So that means I will have to have a calculator calculate. Well, a lot of people say, well, it's a lot of work to do calculations and to do that. Well, it's a lot of work to overspend. I mean, in all honesty, it's a lot of work to overspend. And that's how people end up overspending for the holidays. And then after that, you have to live, because January 1st is right around the corner. So let's just hypothetically, you overspend on a budget of $800. All right, your rent mortgage is due or is coming up. And your rent mortgage I say averaging about 100 till about 15, maybe more. So let's say you overspend. All right. Now you get a check, your check's short, or maybe your job is paying you early, right? So that means you don't get it. So your January check is coming in December. All right. So you already overspent. Now you're going to get this extra, this check right here. Now you're going to try to make up for bills. And then now you are playing around and don't get a check for February. All right, until the end of February. So now you have to survive from the early paycheck here in December all the way through 31 days in January. And then here you got a February 1st paycheck. Now you're playing catch up. So the whole year you're playing catch up. So don't let the Christmas holiday or the Christmas thrills and feels get you into debt. So again, what I would do is I'd take the money, okay, take 250, go out there and shop. All right. And I'm not saying you got to shop till you drop, but at least it's $250. I know with $250, I can get, XYZ gifts. All right. Once I go out there and let's say I get one gift for each person. So there's 6 people, one gift for each person. And I get them all. Let's just say I spend $100. Well, I still have a positive 50. Okay. Because I took 100. I mean, my bad. You have $150 if you only spend 100. Okay, so you're still in the positive. You're still good at in getting. If you want to get more items, get more items. If you want to not get more items, then you don't have to. So as I look at things, I like to help, and that's what this YouTube channel is about. That's what this podcast is all about. It's about giving people real life situations and then helping you overcome that. Because with the holidays and this pandemic running together, a lot of people want to satisfy everybody. They want to make each other happy. They want to make their spouse happy. They want to make their kids, their nephews and nieces and grandma, great grandma, whoever happy. And sometimes you may not have the funds. That's real life. You might not have the money. All right. So if you don't have the money, and you go out here and you're spending what you don't have, then you're messing your money up. All right. And I have right now I'm in school for my master's, right? I'm almost done after like 3 classes, and it's like in business, but it's business leadership. Okay. And we're learning a little bit about accounting. My last class was just about accounting and leadership and other organizational things. So what I'd like to tell people is that I want to share that knowledge is because, again, you mess your money up, it can take months to recover. So how much do I spend? Right. And that's something that you have to come up before you start shopping. Now, a lot of people have already started shopping and they're not even keeping account of what they're spending. They're just shopping until Christmas comes. They give the gift. Everybody's happy. And then here comes like the 26, 27. And you're like, dang, I didn't realize I had this thing coming out my check, or dang, I didn't realize I had this bill coming out my account. So now you spent Christmas, bills are coming out now, and you don't have enough money to cover those bills. So now let's say you're taking negatives into that. All right. So again, I asked the question, is holiday shopping? And then the question that comes after holiday shopping is how much do I spend? Or how much should I spend? So again, you want to take your numbers, the numbers you have in your account, all right, and kind of just play around with it before you do a little bit of shopping. Just play around just slightly with your numbers. All right. So if you have, let's just say you have $10,000 in your account, right? You have $10,000. What you want to do is you want to play around with numbers. All right. So you take 10,000 and you just start playing around with numbers on paper, not in the store, at your house or in your office, wherever you're at. Take $10,000 on paper. And then you go ahead and you just kind of configure, okay, if I have 10,000, here I have, let's just say $1,000 I want gifts. I have a lot of people I want to buy for. So I'm gonna take 1,000. So that's $9,000 left in the account. So you push that to the side, you push your 1,000 to the side. If I'm moving too fast, let me know. So you push 1,000 to the side. So what happens is when you are taking for each person, you want to put how much you're going to spend on each. So if that's nephew, niece, and then you might put their name, right? So you say 3 nephews, and like, for instance, Jeremiah, Malachi, and Xavier. So that's 3, right? And then beside their names, I will put the dollar sign. How much am I going to spend on each kid? Now, once I put my dollar sign on paper, that's what I need to kind of go by if I'm in the store. Because if I say I want to spend, $100 on each of my nephews, and I go in the store and I see maybe a shirt that's $50, let's just say, and then I see some pants that's $50. That $100 is just for 1, 2, two things. All right. So they're 100 to spend. Okay. Or you can make that 100 stretch. Right. So you go in there and you see some of the things that they want, see some of the things that they need. A lot of times that's what I would go with, is what they're needing more so than what they want. I mean, I get wants on the back end, but get what they need. So if they need a new pair of shoes, they need some soap, some toothbrush, some toothpaste, things of that nature, get that stuff too. But if you know that they want, like maybe let's just say hypothetically they want a transformer toy, and that transformer toy is about $25. Okay, I can get that because still it's under my budget, right? So $100 subtract 25 gives you 75, which means you have $75 to spend. Now, once you look at it, now go back. You gotta bring the taxes and all of that good stuff, which might put you at about $73, $72 left to spend on this individual. Once that money is now articulating, you're spending, 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 spending. Now you want to make sure that you have enough to cover whatever else, because again, you're not really going to be able to just to spend the $72, right? You're going to take 72. And then let's say you buy another item and it's $70. Now you might run over budget. So that means don't get anything that's going to put you in a position to run over budget. All right, saving $3, $2, $5 is not bad. But if you go over that, then you overspend. Okay, and now now you're dipping in the funds with other folks' funds. So that's why when I come to share this video and share information and share vital information is going to help you. All right, it's going to help everybody tremendously. We're in a world where it's all about spend, spend, spend. Every time you get $1, you turn around, you need to spend it. When Christmas is like the biggest holiday where everybody says it's like the funnest, and it can be fun, but it can be stressful because a lot of times you're out here trying to spend money on people, and really you're messing your money up because you're thinking about making someone happy, but you're not thinking about the economic aspect or financial hardship it can bring, which Christmas a lot of times does. It brings a lot of hardships and things like that. So I always try to come and make videos, and that's why if you can subscribe, like, everything. I'm on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all major podcast platforms, just giving out information nuggets that are vital to your life, vital to my life, vital to your living situations and circumstances. All right, because at this, they're going to come up with this this money, all right, to help families and stuff in need. And what I'm telling you right now is, if you want the upper hand, shop right. Spend your money the way you need to spend it, not in an emotional state, not because 6 months ago I couldn't do this, or 12 months. Like 12 months is gone, the last year is gone, the last 6 months is gone, you're in December of 2020. Do not spend like there's no tomorrow, because we're not promised tomorrow, we might not wake up tomorrow, but at the same time, you still want to have money in that account just in case you do wake up, okay? Just in case. So again, this is David, aka Preacher Man from Frazier Chronicles. Check us out on our website, www.frazierchronicles.com. And you will click on our website. You can donate. You can listen to all our podcasts, past podcasts. You can look at some of our new videos, past videos, all those things. Go to iHeartRadio. If you're iHeartRadio, while you're cleaning up, you can listen to a podcast. If you're on Spotify, you can also do the same thing there. Type in the search bar Frazier Chronicles. Listen to us, listen to some of the vital information we're giving on different subjects. It's imperative that you share it with your friends, share it with your family. Also, tell your friends to come over on YouTube and come get this knowledge by liking and subscribing to Frazier Chronicles. Again, that's my time. It is nighttime here. Mike about to go lay it down. So you guys go ahead and have a good time. Again, when you're shopping, put this video on in your ear so you can remember, do not go over budget, stay under budget.